Hello, 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 hello. Oh, many beautiful faces. Hello, lovely ladies and gents. Amazing, great to see you. You can unmute yourself and just say hello or connect with everyone. Hello, Małgorzata, or hello, Gosia. We've got
Hello,
lots of
Anna.
different.
Everyone.
Hello,
We've got lots of
hi.
different countries joining today. Why not? Power of online world.
Good evening, ladies.
No, hello, Eva. Hello, Annette. And yes, a lot of you said hello. So great to see you. So great to see you. We'll give few moments to everyone who will be joining. Thank you for your time. Thank you for the space. Thank you for everything. Oh yes, you can open up the chat, and then you can put whatever you like in the chat. We'll be talking about a lot of different things today. So let's just do it. Okay, fantastic. I hope you have some drinks as well.
I'm just going to grab one.
No distractions during the call. That's a very good call. Okay, amazing. Oh, Dorina. Oh, hello, Dorina. Yes, excitement is real. Excitement is definitely real. All right, beautiful. Let's start because it's the okay. We'll just wait for Jas and for Dorina to grab their drinks. We'll start, and everyone else will be coming later on. And everyone else who will be watching on replay, yes, welcome. I'm extremely delighted to have you all here. It's great to see your faces. With some of you, I haven't seen you for a really long time. With some of you, I've just seen you. And welcome to everyone who I've never met as well. Hello, very, very, very nice to meet you. So my name is Anna Strożek, and I am the founder of the program Feed Your Body, Not Your Mind. And this is the introduction event to my next program, which will be starting within the next 2 weeks. As some of you know, I'm a certified psychonutritionist, and my adventure with food, or let's call it a battle of food with food, started really, really long time ago when I was a little girl. Actually, funny enough, the other day I got a picture from my cousin when I was 6 years old, and let me say this like that: I was always a chubby child. That's for sure. And I have been always struggling with weight since my early years. It started probably around when I was around 9, 10 years old, and the first diet started when I was in primary school, or when I was in the beginning of high school, and my mom didn't know about it, of course, because the reality was that I just started noticing that I was bullied because of my weight in primary school. And I remember the moment, I think it was in the eighth grade. So I was around, no, sorry, seventh grade. So I was around 12 years old. And I don't know why. I don't have too many memories from my childhood, but with this particular one, I remember that every year we had the measurements done on us in a class. So everyone was checking how much height they have and how much they weighted. And I remember that at that point, my weight was 64 kilograms, which is around 10 stones. And for the first time, this is my first memory of shame when I realized that, my goodness, something is wrong with my body, something is wrong with me. And that was the moment when I started thinking about losing weight. And I've tried everything. I've tried absolutely everything. And fast forward 25 years or even 26 years, I was still in the same point. So I went through everything from emotional eating, binge eating disorder, and bulimia, non-purging bulimia as well. I've tried a lot of different diets. Literally, I don't think that I've tried everything because there are so many of them everywhere. But I have tried all possible available sources to lose weight. I was trying starving because I wouldn't call it fasting either. I was that person also who actually lost a lot of memories because I never liked the way I looked on the pictures. So I was always deleting the pictures, or I was never allowing anyone to take the pictures of me simply because I just didn't want to look at myself. And then even if I look at those pictures now, I'm thinking, what did I want from myself? I looked all right, comparing to what it was happening in different parts. And that was the problem. That was the suffering which was happening for so many years, avoiding going out to the parties, or avoiding going for holidays because I was just too ashamed to go onto the beach. Or I was constantly thinking, what are people going to think about me? Even if I was going to see my family, people who were always so supportive of me, that was the biggest problem, that there was so much shame and so much guilt that more and more pressure was just putting me more into emotional eating. So I ended up in binge eating cycle and not yo-yo dieting cycle. And what I want to share with you, and some of you who know me, you've only met me a few years ago, so you wouldn't see me before. But I wanted to share where I was at my highest weight, and I hope you can see the picture. So the one on the picture on the left hand side is me when I was around 115 kilograms. That was the weight. So this is around a little bit over 18 stones, and that was the weight which kept with me for some time. I said to myself, okay, that's it. I need to do something with that. But I was losing weight and I was putting it back. And for me, for many years, it was, I can lose 20 kilograms, I can gain 25. I can lose 10 kilograms, I will gain another 5. I can do it every few months. And if you add together all the kilograms I lost and I gained again, I'm sure that it would be enough to just create 2 separate human beings, because that journey was just all the time happening. And now this is the recent picture. Now my weight is 78 kilograms, so it's a little bit over 12 stone. And I'm showing that picture not because it's about losing weight, because for me, the person on the left-hand side is someone who is just completely lost, someone who was just separated from everything else, because I put so much attention on the way my body looked that I just couldn't understand everything else. And that was and the pain was really real. The fact that I was having the wardrobe in probably around 4 different sizes, because sometimes I thought that there were 2 different sizes, but no, I was going between my best days and my worst days. And my best days during that journey were never where I am now. So a few years ago, I met my psychonutritionist. And I remember when she advertised herself, she said that she's the last resort for anyone who tried absolutely everything in the past. And I was thinking, all right, okay, I've tried so many things, but I realized that in order to change something, I have to change something. And I started working with my psychonutritionist for a few months. And then I realized that, oh my goodness, there is another way to approach all of this. Because I always knew that I have to eat less, I have to exercise more, but I couldn't understand how to apply all of this. I could never understand any psychology, any mindset behind all of this, simply because no one never told me that this is important part. So when I started the journey with my psychonutritionist, then I decided to actually study this. I spent 2 years studying, and I certified as one. And I started working with clients. I worked on a few different projects. Altogether, it was over 500 people, and they got incredible results. And they started changing their lives. And results are not always losing weight, because the person on the right-hand side, this is someone who is completely different. She loves everything what she's doing. The life is just beaming out of her. The person on the left-hand side, when I was back then, I was just hungry for more meaning in my life. But I was always taking food because I didn't know what it even meant that I was hungry for more meaning in my life. So food was just replacing this. Food was everything for me. It was the company, it was love, it was punishment. I was eating when I was bored. I was eating when I didn't know what to do. It just became a story of my life, which I couldn't get out of. So then when I was working with my clients, a lot of different clients, I've decided to create the program which we are going to talk about today. So let me just stop sharing this wonderful picture. And I love both of those me. And so I created Feed Your Body, Not Your Mind. And this is the program where we focus for 3 months. We focus on everything around psychology and mindset of eating, emotional eating and eating behaviors. So basically what we do, I base that program on 3 C's. I call them 3 C's, and they stand for clarity, change, and confidence. And some of the ladies who are currently in the program, they will be sharing with you what is actually happening and what kind of results they are getting. But for me, just to give you the short overview of what is happening. So in the beginning, we gain the clarity. So when we start the program, we need to realize what is happening. Because in my opinion, and according to all the studies as well, if you don't know what is happening, you don't know how to change it. And that's the most important thing. So even getting clarity with goals and results. For my entire life, I thought that my goal was to lose weight. But only when I started doing this program, I realized that no, losing weight is just a result. The goal is to have healthy habits, to eat more vegetables, to do different kind of exercise, to focus on different aspects. And that kind of clarity completely changed how I was referring to everything. Then we do change. Change is my favorite one. And we started in the beginning because what we do within the program, we provide fabulous tools, which you ladies can apply on a daily basis. And the beauty of all of this, you will be applying them at least 2 or 3 times per day, because every time when you eat, all those tools which you will be getting, and also everything what will be happening with the mindset in the background, with the subconscious mind, it will be working. The ladies will also be sharing that you don't need to do anything sometimes, and it's just working, because that's the beauty of this program. It's working on the mindset. And the last C stands for clarity. Stands for confidence for life. And what I mean by that, within 3 months of the program, you gain all the knowledge how to do things, not exactly what to do, but how to do the things. You build the habits. We undo or unprogram all the narratives which you have around food, and we put them back again, but you design them. Because the reality is that me being my best and the worst client at the same time, because I was my biggest sabotager always, I've realized that if something doesn't feel real and if I don't want to do something, I will never follow it. It will not be sustainable. So the beauty of all of this is that you make those choices. You are the person who is in charge. And that's the reason why it's sustainable, because you can just follow your own rules. And because we also have the Facebook group where we share all the breakthroughs, when we share what's happening, what is not happening, what is going okay, where everyone has some amazing revelations and where everyone might struggle as well. It gives us this real change in a real time. Because if anything is happening, also we've got the group as well on WhatsApp. If anything is happening, you can just send a message, and there is always someone who can motivate you or who can inspire you. And I do have to say that some of the inspirations we get within the group are just absolutely mind-blowing, and I am very, very grateful for them as well. So this is what happens within the program. I'm the walking result of this program. So definitely it's the results are guaranteed. That's something what is confirmed by so many people. And now, because we've got few of the ladies who are currently on the program, I would love for them to share what was the reason with which they came to the program and what have been happening so far. We are just finishing month number 2 of the current program, so you can see what is happening within 8 weeks. So Radhika, if you don't mind, please just take the spotlight in front of our wonderful crowd, and please just give it up for Radhika.
Evening, ladies. Welcome. Anna, how long do I have?
Sorry?
How long do I have? 5 minutes?
Yes.
Okay, I'll be quick in a nutshell. Okay, so the reason why I joined this program, I think from where I can see, a lot of you guys are from RI, so you can relate to this as well. Obviously with RI, it was a relationship with yourself and others. And I just thought this was the icing on the cake for me, which is a relationship with myself and food. So obviously from lockdown, I think everyone was on that kind of same page of losing. Well, we put on weight, but obviously I wanted to lose weight. But like Anna said, with her journey as well, I lost it, I put it on, I lost it, I put it on. And then I started taking it seriously from October. But again, I wasn't just shifting the weight. And I felt like by joining this program, it was an acceleration. I think, like Anna said, I think it's been 2 months now, and I feel I can't recognize myself in the way I think anymore. I've stopped eating processed foods. I pretty much eat everything, but I'm always in that kind of self-awareness kind of mode as well. What's good for me and what's not good for me. I don't have that resistance of food or when I go out and what I should eat and what I shouldn't, because I always used to hate that battle. And literally, as an example, at work, which I never got a chance to share with Anna, I was quite hungry, and I managed to get a donut from one of those off-the-shelf boxes, and I was literally just sitting there and I was just about to put it in my mouth, and I just stopped and I was like, hold on a minute, I don't need this. Like, my body's just craving for healthy food. And I literally just threw it into the bin. And I was just like, wow, that's powerful. Like, where did that come from? Like, how did I do that? Just pick the donut and throw it into the bin. Like, it came so naturally. By eating healthy and exercising, I've become so much healthier. I can fit into my old clothes now as well. So that just shows that this program has been working. And also I've been able to get a whole new summer wardrobe as well, which has been quite exciting. But yeah, no, it truly works. I think it's just that shift, like Anna says, like that. It just, something happens and you align with something within yourself. Yeah, and you actually do feel like eating healthy. But yeah, that's in a nutshell. I've got another month to go, so I know there's going to be more results to share.
Oh, fantastic. Thank you so much for sharing, Radhika. Thank you. I really appreciate it. And that's exactly what we say as well when we share on the weekly coaching sessions. The things happen, some of them happen even every day, and we just don't notice them until we share something or we talk about something, and then it's like, oh yeah, I completely forgot that I stopped doing this, or oh yeah, I've been doing this for so many years, but like, when did it change? I can't even see when it changed. So it's absolutely fantastic. Thank you, Radhika, for sharing this. It's been absolutely amazing journey and such a great pleasure to be with you on this program. Everyone who's on the program is absolutely fantastic. So yes, so we've got another person from the program who agreed to very kindly share her experience. And some of you might have heard that experience before, but please take the mic away, Eva, and share your experience. Why did you join the program, and what has been happening so far for you? And yes, please.
Oh, good evening, ladies. So nice to see you all here. I do relate with Anna a lot when it comes to her journey and food. It goes back to childhood, sort of like I always had this sort of like I have to lose weight, and I find it like impossible to be skinny, to feel okay in my body. Like, it was just like mission impossible, but I always went and looked for those solutions. So when I heard Anna talking about it, because we are in a different network as well, I was like, oh my God, if she can do it, and I know her personally as well through the work, there is hope for me. So yeah, all my life I had this battle. And the reason for me joining the program was like, if I'm going to do it, then I'm going to do it through, you know, someone who can inspire me and I can look up to, and I can relate so much with her, what she's been through as well. Even though my weight maybe does not reflect how I see food or how much I actually consume, it would be embarrassing to even, like, if I ever took a photo of the bags of food I could go through, and it all would go just like to the empty hole. There was like no stopping. Yeah, it was the life battle for me. So I joined with the hope to change it. And so the key things I've noticed now since I've been working with Anna is I basically haven't had any of those episodes anymore when you just like are off the rails and you just can't resist food. You need to get those sweets, you need to get that chocolate, you need to get that, like, whatever is your calling to get through the day, to get through the situation. It's all just like left me, and it's very freeing. And I truly, truly, truly guarantee that that's possible for everyone, because it's all within us. It's like how we relate to food, how we see our mindset. It is this freedom you gain through program. Anna gives so much information around how it's all works and the cycles, and you know where you can get stuck. So this program has been a blessing to me. I equally, like Radhika said, I don't recognize myself when it comes to food choices, how I feel about what I want to put in my body. Like, I actually care now that good stuff go into me. You know, so the journey has been absolutely amazing, and we have so much fun on the program. There's so much gold on it. So I'm really, really thankful for Anna, what you do. And yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Oh, thank you, Eva. Oh, thank you so much, because that's what you both said, ladies. It's the biggest gift which I can receive on my journey as well, because I am on this journey with all of you. The fact that emotionally, I think, as Eva said, the changes are happening so quick that you can't recognize yourself. And going from that moment when emotional eating and hiding foods and hiding the wrappers, or eating very quickly on the way home, making sure that everything is left in a car so no one can see it. This trap is something what really feels like you just can't get out of there. And I was literally feeling there is no hope. It's impossible to get out of there because I've tried everything. But then the changes happen so quickly that, as Eva said, and as Radhika said, exactly the same. It's completely different life. You almost forget how it was 6 weeks ago, 12 weeks ago, 2 months ago. And that's why it's all possible. And I know some of I was talking to one of the clients as well the other day, and she said an amazing quote, and I do have to use it, because we were talking about the weight, and she said that you can always hide the wrappers, but you can't hide the weight, and you can't hide the consequences of the food which you've eaten. And that's extremely powerful, because being in that limbo where you just don't know how to change anything. And outside, everyone thinks that everything is awesome. Yes, I'm the person who's smiling, always smiling. I can do so many things for other people. Yes, if someone asks me to do something additional at work, of course, I'm going to raise my hand, because I'm the person who can do everything from everyone else. But when it comes to me, the only way to deal with everything what I want to do with myself, and the same experience goes to my clients, is to don't know. Then food comes to just help with that process. Or we also had some amazing results, different results, where one of the ladies joined, and she said that, okay, she's more concerned about the habits. She wants to change the habits. She's not that concerned about losing weight. If she loses 1 kilogram, 2 kilograms, that will be okay. And she messaged us this week saying that she's already lost 4 kilograms within the first 6 weeks. And she doesn't even know how it happens. It feels so different. She's got much more energy. Because what is also proven is when we are focused, of course, subconsciously on emotional eating, our brain, 80% of capacity of our brain, so that internal space we've got, is focused on what am I gonna eat next? Why did I eat all of this yesterday? How much do I have to exercise to compensate what I've eaten? What am I going to do tomorrow when I go out with my friends? And how am I going to avoid any specific foods? Because I don't want to eat that chocolate, because I know that if I have a little bit of a chocolate at the dinner with my friends, on the way home, I will go to the petrol station and I will buy another 5 chocolates. And when I come back home, I will go to bed and I will take those good friends' chocolates to go with me. And then next day, the cycle will start again. So that's what we are dealing with. It's not only about eating, it's about everything around eating as well. So that was those were the shares. Thank you very much, ladies. There might be one more coming later on, but let me just tell you a little bit more about the program itself now. And also, I will be taking some questions very soon. So if any of you would have any questions, I would love to answer them. So then you can just prepare yourself for later. So the program itself, it starts on the 19th of July, which will be Wednesday in 2 weeks. It lasts for 3 months. We will be seeing each other each Wednesday from 8:30 till 9:30 in the evening. Those Zoom coaching sessions will be recorded and they will be saved in a private Facebook group. You will have access to those recordings throughout the whole program. So you can watch them as many times as you want. And a lot of ladies actually said that they watch them again because, as Eva said, there are so many things that sometimes we can just miss them. So when you watch them again, you can just get some additional information from them, which is absolutely fantastic. Within that group, there is also a support. So we talk about everything. There is also a WhatsApp group, because WhatsApp is sometimes, I'm very mindful of the time that there are so many WhatsApp groups now, and we all have so many different WhatsApp groups. But this one is for the support which we need instantly. So you might feel the moment when, okay, now I feel like I'm going to eat something what I really don't want to eat. And you can send a message on the group saying, okay, guys, come on, help me. I'm about to do this. And then someone else can jump in saying, oh, look, this is the lovely salad I had for breakfast or I had for lunch today. And this is where this environment helps so much, because I do believe that environment and accountability are the major factors to make sustainable change and to make the habits happen as well, to change the habits. So this is what is coming within the program. And now what I wanted to say, that will be a very exciting part of tonight's call, because we will be talking about the pricing. But I've got very, very exciting announcements for everyone who is on this call, and also for everyone, all of you wonderful people who are watching this on replay. This week is my birthday week, and I'm a massive fan of celebrating birthdays. Thank you. So what I've decided to do, I've decided to give you the biggest gifts ever. So the standard price of the program is £300 per month, which is £900 for the total program. But as the birthday gift for everyone who registers by Friday, the 7th of July, I'm going to give you £100 off of your first month, because July is the month where we celebrate. So for anyone of you who is here and registered right now, this offer is going to be applicable. So you are here, you know about the program, you've heard from the ladies. So if you know that you want to join the program, please just raise your hands, because you know that will be just happening. That will be just happening now. And if you can just keep your hands up, then I will just make sure that I can notice everyone who's raising the hands. And it's also, as I said, it also applies to everyone who is watching on the replay. If you register by Friday, the 7th of July, then you will get this £100 off the first month of the program. And the reason, for all of you who are here tonight, the reason why I'm saying about registering tonight, the reality is that it always starts when you register. So the journey is not going to start on the 19th of July. Journey with this program is going to start tonight. And for those of you who have already registered as well, because it's like with going for holiday. Your holiday doesn't start when you get off the plane in a hot country. Your holiday actually starts when you make the booking, when you pay the deposit, and then your mindset, you know that holidays is starting now. So you go there, you make all the changes, you do all the shopping, and in your head, you are already on the holiday. So that's the reason why we are talking about doing this now, because registration is the commitment, and it's just to make sure that this commitment happens. And I just want to use this space here when we talk about things which are not very easy things to talk about, because there is a lot of shame happening, and this is the safe space. That's why I want to share this with you, because you know that the moment you make the decision, you can do it now, before your mind takes you away from everything, saying, no, it doesn't matter, it's fine, it's all right, and this and that, because that's actually the reason why you got onto this call in the first place, because our mind is so incredibly crafty that it can talk us out of everything. But the commitment starts the moment you registered. That's why the reason. Why would you wait another 2 days? Why would you wait another 2 minutes? If you are one of those people like I was waiting for something like that for over 2 decades. And that's why it's just, we can do this. And that's the reality. And Eva and Radhika shared that we can definitely do it together. But the first step is always just to sign up, just to choose you and choose your body and choose your mind, because both of those will definitely react and definitely help you with all of this. So if there is anyone who would like to register tonight, if you can just raise your hand again, or you can just raise your hand virtually, okay, or show me the thumbs up. I will make notes of all of this, and I will be talking to all of you regardless. Okay, fantastic. So this is most of everything what I wanted to share with you about the program. My question is, do you have any questions, or is there anything you would like me to comment on? And I'm just looking through the chat just to make sure that I didn't miss anything. I will be having access to the chat later on as well. So if there are any questions which I have missed, I will definitely ask them. Okay, fantastic. Priya, let's do this.
Hey,
Thank you for
Anna.
raising your hand. Hello.
Did a little polite raise hand. Just a question around the structure of your program, like from like week to week. Sorry if I missed it, but like week to week, what's the commitment, or when do you get together or regroup or things like that?
Oh, this is brilliant. Brilliant question. Thank you. So the program is designed to work on mindset in particular parts. So every week when we meet, we have coaching sessions where there is one theme of the week and some additional information, which I keep dropping during the week as well. And there are different, so the way it works, normally we have conversation regarding the topic, and then I also drop some content on the Facebook group. So if someone wants to read a little bit more about everything what we're talking about, they can always do so. But otherwise, most of the ladies, I believe that they've been just listening to the sessions, and that's enough to make those changes, because we talk about so many different tools that when you start applying them, you just see the changes instantly happening in your life. So that's how it works. And then we meet, as I said, regarding the structure of the program. So we meet on Wednesdays. Those sessions are recorded. The sessions are posted on Facebook normally within 12 hours. And then you can just carry on watching the videos or doing the work. There are some tasks sometimes for the weeks as well, just to keep us active for the week. Does it answer your question? Fantastic. Thank you, Priya. Thank you so much. Gemma, lovely Gemma. Please take the mic. Hello.
Hi. Anna, thank you for sharing about the program. It sounds really interesting, and your journey is really inspiring. So thank you for sharing that too. I think I've kind of got two questions. I'd really like to know more about exactly what happens week to week. And I know Priya's just asked this. So essentially, just so I make sure I've got this, it's 8:30 to 9:30 every Wednesday for 3 months.
Yes, correct.
And then what is the, is there an additional time commitment outside of that? Or is as long as you show up on all of those calls or watch the replays, you get the program?
That's a brilliant question. Thank you. And if you don't mind, Eva, sharing from your experience, I will say what it looks like from the view of the program, and then if you don't mind sharing your experience. So it depends how everyone does it, because some of the clients, some of the people in the program, they will be just watching the videos, and that will be enough. Some other clients will be watching the videos 2 times and then just even listening to them. I do, when I share the content and when I share the tasks, it's up to you if you want to do it. But the thing is that, of course, more you are engaged, quicker results you get. But it's not like you need to spend an hour every day just doing something what is required within the program, because that's the beauty of the design of this program. We're working on a mindset. So you don't have to do something every single day and repeat something every single day, like like you were doing studies. It's literally just following and being in a program and being active. Of course, part of the program, as we all know, when we look after our health, is the exercise, or we pay big attention to awareness, because this is a big part of this program is about emotions, because we want to know why we eat. And of course, emotional eating is about emotions. So there is a lot of observations which will be happening for most of the ladies on the current program. Most of them do meditations, do exercise, or do journaling. And I know that a lot of ladies mention the other program or mention RI. For everyone who doesn't know what RI is, it's just a different network and different program we do, which is separate to this, completely separate to this. But those, we are all using the tools which are helping with dealing with emotional eating as well. So yeah, so journaling, exercise, and meditation, this is something what is part of this. But if it's already part of your daily routine, then it doesn't require too much additional time. Does it answer your question?
Yeah, yes, it answers part of my question. And like through the 3 months, is there a roadmap you take us on? Is there certain topics that we cover at certain times? Is that anything that you are able to share?
Yes.
In terms of what gets covered?
So basically, yes, because the program is designed to go through particular parts. And what we do, the beauty of all of this is that we discover every part as we go, because they are all connected to each other. So this is how it looks. So when we start the program, the main schedule of the program, everyone who takes the program, they will know what we will be doing throughout those months. But every week, you just discover more and more. Because the thing is that the moment you've done the work, or we've done the work on the subconscious mind within week 1 or week 2, then week 3 comes on. And this is just amazing, because then you go further and further in this journey, and then you start discovering more and more. And that's why the results are quicker as well, because this is how all of this is designed to work. So there is, I can see, we will be talking a lot, because I'm a psychonutritionist. So it's the psychology, it's nutrition, it's the mindset. So we focus on all of this. So different weeks are dedicated to different parts as well. And that's what happens. So we do cover most of my clients. What I have noticed as well, most of my clients know a lot about nutrition, because most of people who have been dealing with emotional eating, they are experts at diets, at nutrition, at calories, are micro elements or micro elements. And the thing is that we cover part of this as well, because we cover basics of everything. But the most important thing is focus on the psychology behind all of this, because that's what gives the biggest results. And if you don't mind, if we can put Eva as well to join us on this spotlight, that would be fantastic. If you don't mind, Eva, sharing from your point of view, does it require a lot of time, additional time from your perspective, please?
No, I mean, it's more sort of, it's an environment you can immerse yourself, and you have access and you can use it whenever it really suits you. You can go to Facebook, you can watch the recording, you can always ask questions, you can put out like what you have taken away. When we have live sessions with Anna, she always brings sort of like what we're going to discuss, the opening kind of like key areas, and then again there's option to ask questions or share, or you get stuck somewhere. So ladies get to share a lot, and they get this coaching throughout this engagement. So the more you immerse yourself, of course you're going to get more results, but equally it works really nicely around if you are a busy person as well. So yeah, in a WhatsApp group we have now, you can quickly drop a message, send a picture, like it's very easy. But again, if you want to do it fully, like it's really how driven you are as well.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing that. That's the idea of this program as well, because the reason for emotional eating normally is having too much pressure and having just too many things to do. And you can notice that emotional eating often happens with extremely busy people. So the mission of the mission of the program is to take the pressure off, is to add the things which we will be liking in terms of food, but take the limitations as well, not to put an additional pressure. And thank you, Gemma, for asking this question, because this is the question which I have been asked a few times in terms of how many hours realistically do you have to spend each week to get the results. But also when you do cooking, you do shopping on a regular basis now. So those kind of changes also apply to this. So this is, you're already doing part of those things. It's literally those small changes in your habits and in your narratives that you make different choices. Exactly as the girls shared on the processed food, or even if we do also have some of the clients who have been eating really healthy, but they just wanted to get to another level of this game, understand why they are making some different choices. So this is where we are. Does it answer your question now?
Thank you. Yes, thank you.
Thank you so much. I just wanted to ask, because I can see Kelly. Kelly, would you like to share something regarding the current program? Okay, thank you. So Annette, before we take your question, please, Kelly, take it away.
Thank you, Anna. Ladies, hello, good evening to you. I joined a little bit late. I was in a meeting, and so I don't know what the essence is why most people are here, but from my perspective, I had tried absolutely everything. Overeating, my VJ, for those of you who are on RI, you'll know what I'm talking about. For those of you who aren't, we call it a vomit journal. So one of the tools we use, like my VJ literally was eating. So I would but I knew it was there, but I didn't see it for what it really was until Anna had done the neuro work. So the neuroscientist work, the psycho, as she called it, the psycho bit of it. That's the biggest difference in this program, because, you know, I was an England champion. I know about nutrition, like I know about it, but like one of my big realizations, I think, to put it in a nutshell, is I had no idea that my fridge was always empty. Like, I know it sounds absolutely crazy, but I had no concept of it. There was never any food in it. And that's not because I ate everything. It's because I never put anything in it. Because I'd always be on the go, here, there, everywhere. You know, I'm single now, so I was out and I buy and sell restaurants as well. I'm always around. No, none of that. That's all BS. It was because I didn't literally feed my body. I was only ever feeding my mind. And to answer that question, it's an hour a week because you listen, and then I don't listen because I hear what I hear, and then I digest it, and we have a good laugh, we share, and we learn from each other, like we do in any program that you're in, where you've got collective listening and collective consciousness. But then afterwards, the gold, because the way that Anna shares, there's so much value in everything that I miss so much that I choose to always, you know, I even took myself off to literally listen to them all again, because I'm like, this is happening like it's happening. It's time for my monkey mind to get out of the way, because this is my last addiction to drop. I've stopped smoking, I've stopped drinking. Why? Because I want to be the cleanest version of myself, and I know that my emotions, in terms of my mood, my relationships with people, etc., will be based on how much sugar I've eaten. I'd flip out on people, and I'd be like, okay, I didn't really mean to do that. Like, oh, sorry about that. Like, literally, I mean, it's just a game changer for me, you know. And on that note, I've just pulled up to go in and get something healthy, because my commitment is that I would always eat normally before 7:30. So I've now got that ingrained in me, to make sure that I eat. So my mission is to actually eat on this program. And that to me really excites me, as opposed to not eat, which is what most diets are around. Not knocking every diet, but for me, it's to eat 3 times a day and put me first. So there's an element of self-love in there, which I know you can all relate to. I'm on my phone, so I can't see any chat, so I can't respond to anything, but thank you. I hope that was helpful, ladies. It's an incredible program to really it's like Carlsberg, or whoever was that beer saying, Ian might know, but Ian, that's because you're the only guy on the thingy bob, but what's that, Carlsberg? It gets to the parts that other parts can't. Anna's coaching gets to the bits that I've never gotten to before. But yeah, that's me. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your listening.
Thank you, Kelly. Thank you so much. And that was brilliant. That's an incredible testimonial and an incredible review of the program. And Kelly just mentioned something very important. It's literally the narratives which we have. We just undo them. Such a simple thing like not eating enough. That is crazy, because this is how we have been conditioned through the diet culture, through the society, through everything. So this is very, very powerful. Okay, I will be taking, thank you, Kelly. Thank you one more time. I will be taking Annette in a moment, but also if anyone else would like to share why you are here, any other questions, please just raise your hand, because we are here to share and to hear and to listen. Annette, beautiful Annette, please take it away.
Hi, Anna. Hi, everyone.
Hello.
I'm on my own journey, and I have been for a number of years now, but recently I've stopped drinking alcohol completely, and I can see the weight changing. So I wasn't necessarily going to join this network, although it's amazing. I wanted to do it to tell others about it, particularly my mother, but as she's in the latter part of her years, I'm not sure how great she would be with Facebook and things like that. I'd need to help her with that. But I was going to ask you about the nutritional side, because hers, I know perhaps she has emotional eating, but I think also the choices and like a food plan might be beneficial to her. And I just wondered if you did that. Okay,
thank you. Great question, and thank you for thinking about your loved ones, because that's the extremely important part as well. So what we do on the program, we do talk about nutrition a lot, especially in the beginning, just to bring the awareness. I tell you also, we talk about how much we should really eat, or how much our body needs to eat, all the basic information about what food brings us, about food choices. We don't do meal plan as such. I don't provide meal plan as such. But if this is something what would be required for your mom in this particular space, then I can just have a conversation with your mom and see what she might be needing, because every person might be different as well. Within the program, the frame of the program is that everyone just chooses what they want to eat, because that's also the most important thing of this work, of my work, that I don't tell you what you have to eat. You just make those decisions yourself. You literally just ask yourself what you like, what you don't like. And then if I give you the information, how much you need to eat, and we can put something around when you eat as well, then all of this works together. But if there is anyone who will be needed some additional help, then I'm sure that we can do something about this, because this is about everyone getting the result they want. And if the result your mom wants is to have healthier life, to have healthier habits, then that's the most important thing. And those are the goals, because if she needs to, I don't know if she needs to lose any weight or if she's concerned about anything, then those results will be coming. But if we focus on the goals, they will also bring the results. So I will have a conversation with you outside as well, if you don't mind. That would be really, really, really exciting. So then I can get more details, because there are different parts as well.
Thank you.
Okay, fantastic. Thank you so much, Annette. Jazz, would you like to share with us why you are here, or would you like to ask a question?
So I think we had a good chat, Anna, and I was kind of saying, initially I said, oh no, I've not got a problem with food, I'm okay with it. And then when we got chatting, and it was that question you asked, am I eating because my mind's telling me to eat, or is it because I'm hungry? And that sat with me, and I've been thinking a lot about that. And I think I said my weakness is cups of tea. I've got a sweet tooth. Cakes, biscuits, anything sugary. I can't have a cup of tea without having some sweet. So I'm just trying to work out, how would you envisage this program then to help me kind of stop that? Because that is a habit. It's a big habit. But I'm just thinking, how is it going to stop me from going to that cupboard? Do I just, I mean, even at the moment, I've got stuff in there.
I'm just calling you by name.
Calling me, I've just made a cup of tea, and it's like, go and get a biscuit.
I even told you to make a cup of tea in the beginning of this. Oh my goodness.
That's what I do, you see, that's what it is. So do I just stop drinking tea, full stop? Or what, how is that gonna, what is it gonna do to kind of stop me from going there? So is it like the shopping? Because yeah, if you looked at my supermarket trolley, it's probably full more of chocolates, biscuits and cakes and fruit and veg. Like, is it in that mindset of trying to stop buying the chocolate to begin with?
So what we will do, we will get to the bottom of what is behind that habit. Then we will redo the mindset behind it, and trust me, within few weeks you will just drop it, because that's what happens. It's exactly what Eva said. There were so many different things, and she just stopped doing them. And I remember when we started working together, it was even a little bit before the program, she gave me a few things and she said, Eva, you can agree with that there are things which just have to happen every day. It's just, they just cannot happen, because this is what she has been doing. And now she's a completely different person. She's not doing those things anymore. So this is a brilliant example of what we do on this program. Yeah. So if you want the result of not drinking tea with biscuits, you will be drinking tea, because if you love tea, why would you not? But well,
when we talked, I did say, I noticed it was more so when boredom. When I'm busy working or doing something, I'm okay. But when it's a weekend and I'm just chilling and sitting and I'm watching TV, then it's more the boredom that kicks in, that leads me to it, rather than I need it.
And we will be focusing on that. We focus on that, and the girls are commenting in the chat now. It's literally, you take those habits which are not working for you, sometimes the habits which you think they are working for you, but the reality is that they don't, and you just change them. You literally just change them. You realize what is the actual emotion, not what you think is behind it, but what is actually standing behind that, and then you undo it. And it's just easy. It's like Kelly is saying, with so much ease. And those are if you've been doing this for 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, or 5 days, it doesn't matter. You're just gonna undo it, because I've done this, and all of the ladies have done this as well. So if we can do it, why would you not be able to do it? Yeah. That's the thing. Thank you. Does it answer your question?
Great.
Amazing. Fantastic. Thank you so much. Dorina, let's take something from you.
Thank you, Anna. Thank you for organizing this beautiful session, and thank you for your time. Thank you. Really lovely to speak to you earlier today. So you know that.
My pleasure.
Actually, I was interested in the program because, I was thinking about work and my clients and how I could support them. And then we talked about actually, my mom. I'm looking to support her, but also my daughter. So that was really, really helpful. I think the question that is coming up for me at the moment is, if you had some examples of, I think Kelly mentioned so many habits have changed, but I was wondering if you have examples of specific habits or behavioral changes that took place for people in terms of eating habits. The one thing that comes to mind is, for me, is for some reason is, I'm concerned that if I follow this program, will you lose even more weight, which I don't want, because I'm naturally quite slim. And it's more recently that I actually started eating more carbohydrates just to make sure that I put a bit more weight on. So yeah, and I guess the third question was around if you cover meal plans, because for me it would be like, okay, so if I join the program and I incorporate the changes, how will that fit in with the family meals? And within that context, because I guess it's about the habits that will impact on the whole family, I guess. So we sit as a family and we eat as a family. How could that work for us?
Fantastic. Thank you for asking all these questions. I will answer them in a different order. The second one, regarding not losing weight but actually gaining the healthy weight. Incredible question. And we do have, even in the current program, we do have ladies who wanted to just start living healthy life, because the fact was that they were always underweight, and they wanted to start building those healthy habits so they can actually nourish their bodies. And I have spoken to one of those ladies a few days ago, and she's getting there. She started building those results. She's eating. She couldn't eat too much before because she just didn't want to. She was saying that she was lazy. But the reality is that she started building those habits using those fabulous tools which I teach in the beginning of the program. And she started gaining some healthy weight and being in that space when she can see that her body is actually having more energy. She's got more energy, more enjoyment from life as well. So it's not only, this program is not about losing weight. If someone wants to lose weight, that will come as a natural result, because in my opinion, our body is always the mirror of our subconscious mind. When we change our mindset, the body will follow. So the reason for Cummings is some people eat too much, some people eat not enough, some people eat during the weeks healthy, but at the weekends they eat everything. So that's the reality. So to go back to your first question, that's one of the habits which we are working on quite often, is eating okay or healthy-ish during the week, but at the weekend is getting crazy. And it was something what was happening to me as well. So it's literally being so busy, so stressed that at the week, during the week, it's like, yeah, okay, I don't have to eat. And then at the weekend, it feels like the hell is just break, and there is no limits to anything. And I could eat whatever was available because the hunger was so big. So this is one of the eating habits which is very common, and we work on it. And it just works. It works like it works. So definitely for this. And to answer the question number 3 is regarding the nutrition, what we do, because as I said before, it's providing the meal plan is not part of the program. I provide the guidance, and everyone who works on the meal plan. We also work with some additional tools, so you can actually create your own meal plans. But the idea is to make it very sustainable. So it's not like you eat this, your family eat that. No, it's whatever your family is eating. You can just make some small changes to make it more applicable to you. Or if you have any health issues, then it will be more applicable to you. But it's not definitely that you've got one saucepan and your family has the other one. So that's definitely something what is part of the program, because it changes lives of families as well. And it's incredible. Like the ladies are saying that their husbands get involved or boyfriends got involved. And this program is also for guys. It's not only for the ladies. So it's definitely working like that. So it can be helpful for everyone. So I hope it answers.
It definitely answers the question. And I love the idea, as you say, that it's actually about looking at eating healthily and also like making sustainable choices. So I guess I was more wondering whether you make, for example, recommendations, say, just to give a practical example, so for example, I started using the Bio and Me cereals, or I started using the Glorious Grains recently, which has more nutritious grains. So yeah, I guess I was wondering whether you would make recommendations such as like different more healthy products.
Oh, we can do that. That's the thing. It's that's why that conversation is still going, and even on the group, we can send pictures and inspirations, or I can say which products might be better for this and for that. So definitely, this is something what we can do, because that's just a normal part. So yes. Absolutely. Thank you. I know that we've got few more hands up, but we also are, it's 8 o'clock now. So I would like to really thank everyone. And Gemma and Mariana, I will come back to you after tonight just to ask you about your questions, what questions you have. I will also be speaking to each one of you within the next few days. Because yes, all of this is happening now, and that birthday offer is definitely valid. So everyone who registers by Friday, the 7th of July, you will be getting the 100% of the gift. And I would like to thank every single one of you, and every single one of you who is watching on replay as well, for taking this time, for being here and dedicating this space to your health, because that's the most important thing we have. And if we don't have health, we don't have anything else. So I would like to really thank you for everything. And let's just do it. I will see you on the program, hopefully as many of you as possible. And let's just start living by our own designs, not by the defaults of our thoughts. Thank you. Have a good evening. Take care now. Thank you all.